first week of April 2026. Somebody would say this would be the second week of April, because the trading dates are from 6th all the way to 10 on Friday of April. So this week overall, lost money about 350. Made some mistakes. Which you will see in a bit. Basically one day trading out of boredom, lost about $1,000 basically. So you'll see it. So we're gonna start with the first day of trading, which is on Tuesday, I think. 1 second. Yep, that'll be Tuesday. We didn't trade on Monday. So on Tuesday, as you can see, AIXI, even though the stock overall had a huge run, I was profitable with quick in and outs. Market open, which ended up working in my favor. Sold right in time before the spike. Did another trade later in the day. You can see right here at about 10:25 in the morning after the spike. On consolidation, sideways move on the bounce. Entered. It didn't fall, so sold on the way up right before the next spike, little spike. It was going sideways again. Got in and out a little quick after he broke intraday break. Intraday. Overall, on these 3 trades, I made like $250. So that's good. On 8th, on Wednesday, didn't trade again. Traded on Thursday. Forgot to take the screenshots on that day, so wasn't able to. You're not gonna see the exact time I got in and out, but I'll just give you this one was up on multi-day runner, up every day for days, weeks even, and I did see this big drop, reclaiming the highs. So I decided to give it a try, right? Well, I got a really big position and lost this area right here. I lost about $650, and then I lost another $400 here. So percentage wise, not a big loss. Here I lost about, on this area right here, I lost about 2.5%. Later I lost about 1.5%. So no big deal percentage wise, but money wise, yeah, it was a huge one. Also, it only was up about 100%. If you look, nope, not this one right here. If you look, it was up basically from around 100, or maybe 200%, from 100 like to about 280, 270, this area here. So yeah, too big. I was in for too much, and it was kind of hard to understand that, since it was only like 100 shares, but 100 shares on 270 is basically $27,000. So the whole position. So yeah, there's something I should look at in the future for sure. In too early, because if I'm gonna go, the timing was a little early, because it did go down the next day, I think. Let me see that. Well, after it reached 300, it did came down, but then it did go right back up. So this was the move I was looking for here on the previous day. It didn't happen. That's how I lost $1,000. Well, if I had this move, I could have made about 4,000. So from 300 all the way to 60, 100 shares. That's plenty of money right there. So if you look like that, you say, well, losing 1,000, trying to make 4,000, it's not that bad, but I don't think I should risk that much now on this kind of place, because I didn't have any data. I was just looking at the market. There was nothing. This one looked kind of good, so decided to risk it. Well, that's not a strategy. So yeah, trading with no data, risking too much. That is something I should not do again. All right. Next day, on Friday, I was back on AIXI. For another run, right? We had this pre-market spike right here. You can see from 90 cents to 170 into kind of this area right here. This was I was risking actually 160 basically, or maybe 170. I was actually like 170. So it looked weak, so I decided to get in pre-market. It had this little drop, you can see right here, but then it came back up, so it sold right away. Didn't touch it at market open, but then later it had this beautiful spike into pre-market resistance, so I got in full position. It was like 2,000 shares. Had this little drop, and then had the beautiful, added more on failed breakout of this consolidation right here. It failed to break out this on the way down. I added another 1,000 shares, and then I covered at about 130 on like on third failed drop. Basically, you can see I have. Let me show you actually on the chart. It's gonna, because it did go lower later, but so if you look right here, you have the first drop at 127, next one 127. It didn't go lower. So on the third, when it reached 127, I came right back. I sold result, and then you see it goes a little higher, then it drops all the way to 115. But it was a good trade, and I gave it time. As you can see, I was in at about here. So it was 10:18 in the morning, and I gave it time all the way to 11:45. It's like an hour, 30-minute trade. So this is something I'm working on right now, and it worked in my favor, making about, well, on the first one pre-market I lost like $20 around here. Yeah, right here I lost like $20, and then I did re-entered the trade and made about 2,000 shares at 150, about 150, and I added more at about another 1,000 shares at 138, and I sold about 130 for a total of $450. So the day was about 430 overall. 10% win. That's good. 10% win is always good. So by the percentage, I made more on AIXI than I lost on CAR, on CAR. Right here, if you look, okay, percentage wise, but money wise, I lost here about $1,000 and I made about 500, even though totally on CAR I lost, percentage wise I lost 4%, $1,000, and then I made almost 11%. Well, with the loss it's basically 10% on AIXI shorting. So yeah, way too big of a position on no real volume, kind of sleeping, walking chart. Yeah. So yeah, overall the week is red. The second week it's red. $356 lost for the week. Lots to learn, and yeah, for the next week, some rules. I guess don't play. Well, I'm kind of playing, like all the plays I do are based on no data, but at least this one got up a lot, from 8 cents all the way to 270. It's like 2,000% run. The other one is only 200%, and over many days, many weeks. So that is definitely something I should look at in the future. Alright, well, if you are watching, as you can see, the channel is brand new. I'll keep doing this, I guess, every week. And if any questions, yeah, just leave them in the comments. If there is something you think I should do differently, also put it in the comments. And be the first subscriber if this is something you're interested in. If this is something you think I should do more, or maybe if you learn anything from all this. Yeah, thanks for watching, and